series. I'm Maggie, your substitute teacher. Thank you for coming back to this struggle cooking class. I'm not cooking today. I'm actually traveling, so we're continuing our series, Cooking. Today we're going to talk about cooking with fish. I am not a proper chef. I'm just a boy mom and a home cooker. I've been on a health and wellness journey, and I'm taking you guys along with me. So I'm just sharing with you what's worked for me. So I know we've got some pescatarians out there. If you just enjoy fish, it's a great healthy protein, and I want to give you guys 3 tips on how I use fish in the kitchen. Now, of course, fresh is best. Fresh is best with everything if you can get it. But if you can't get it, I understand. But if you are able to get fresh fish, a couple tips. One of the things that I love about knowing when fish is good, it should smell like the ocean. It should not smell fishy. So make sure that you're getting good quality and clean fish. Just like a good steak, if you have a good quality cut of fish, you don't really have to do a lot to it. So when I have salmon, or if I have grouper, or if I have snapper, if the fish is great, all I do is I pat it dry, because you want to make sure that that pan, that heat source, can get right in contact with the meat. And then I season it, sometimes lightly. You can use whatever you like: salt and pepper, lemon pepper, garlic powder, soul food seasoning, anything. Just experiment with it. Season it so that you have a nice coating all the way across, and then you can pan fry. You guys have seen me do fish in the pan fry. You want to have enough oil there so that the fish kind of glides over the surface. Make sure the pan is hot before you put your fish in. Not enough for a deep fry. You don't want the fish to be swimming, just gliding. Or if you guys have seen my collab, I think I did that with AV, you'll see where we did salmon in the air fryer brushed with mustard and then the seasonings of your choice, and it flaked up so amazing for the bacalao. You guys can check that out. All right, number 2, if you have frozen fish, you can buy fish fillets. Now, I'm not talking those. You can buy frozen fish fillets. If you do, when you thaw them, make sure you blot them well. And I get several paper towels and I lean into it, put my body weight on it to make sure I get all that moisture out of the fish. Because whenever anything thaws, and it's okay, there's some ice crystals in there, and you want to make sure that your food is as dry as possible before you cook it. One, if you're going to pan fry, the water as it comes out will pop the oil, and that's going to make the splattery mess in the kitchen or on you. And then number 2, your seasonings won't stick as well to it if you've got that layer of water on there. So blot it really well, turn it over. You guys have seen me do that. Now, make sure that you've also thawed it out. You never want to go from like freezer temperature to hot pan. So if it's frozen, make sure you thaw it completely in the fridge overnight or for a day if you can. If it's in the fridge, go ahead and take the fish out. This works for any meat, whether it's steak, whether it's fish, whether it's chicken. Go ahead and take it out while you're prepping and getting your ingredients together, because what happens is if your meat goes from very cold temperature to very hot temperature, the meat will seize up and then it'll be tough, and you don't want to eat tough meat. You want it to flake nicely or come off the bone easily. So if you let it come to as close to room temperature as you can and then cook it, I think you'll have a little bit better experience. All right, that's number 2. And then number 3, shellfish. Thank goodness I don't have a shellfish allergy. I know several people that do, but if you can have crab, if you can have lobster, if you can have scallops, a great way to cook those, if you're a little bit nervous, is to bake them. And I know this sounds weird, but I actually got this recipe watching Cooking with Aisha. Get it big aluminum foil pan, and then put your frozen shellfish in there. Oil it well. So use your hands and get all in there. Get oil all over it, the shell, and then season it very well. Whatever seasonings that you like, season it very thoroughly. And then you want to put foil over the top and seal it very tightly. You're going to create like this steam pocket inside the aluminum foil tray. So you have your frozen shellfish inside, oiled and seasoned. Put the foil over top and then bake it in the oven. Now it's going to take a while, about 350 for about an hour, maybe a little bit less if you're using the air fryer, but you'll be able to see, if you're using a glass dish, you'll be able to see the water that comes from the ice crystals as the shellfish is thawing and cooking. It's going to hit that hot pan and then steam up and come back down and steam up, and you'll have amazing crab legs or lobster or whatever shellfish. So that's a great little hack that you can do. Then take it out carefully, peel the foil away from you, take it out carefully and serve with some drawn butter. So amazing. So hopefully those three seafood tips help. So cooking with fish, if you can eat it fresh, dry it, season it lightly, pan fry or air fry. Frozen, make sure you thaw it out well and allow it to come to room temperature if you can. Blot it very, very carefully. And then shellfish, you can bake it in a little steam box. I hope this is helpful for you all. If you want to see what I'm up to, what I'm doing today, please head over to the community tab or follow me on Instagram, Maggie the Substitute Teacher. I'll be updating every day so you guys can see what I'm eating and what I'm doing. And until I'm back in the kitchen, we'll see you all next time. Thank you so much, class.